Okay. Um, it's been very hard for me to function. If you've seen the last videos, uh, the videos have been too validating to the point where now it's just they're gonna do everything possible to counter reality for me. They want me to stay within this bubble of false reality. As a target individual, this is part of what they do to us. We're test subjects. And as test subjects, there's a purpose, and the result is to create this fantasy. That's in the last video. I kind of broke it down into why they do this thing, how they create this delusional reality, right? They still try to make it believe that what's happening to me is like they're making me pay for it. You die for it. They are here torturing children and women and doing horrible things, not only psychologically but physically too. And the psychological aspect of it is disturbing. Matter of fact, 2 seconds ago, I saw something that was adult content related. They were stimulating me, and then around there was like, not within the same portion, but at some point, there was like imagery of like host kids and whatnot, and so they were stimulating me toward this adult content stuff. That was I took a screenshot of what some of the weird things they were trying to change things in my head, but shifting the stimulations and playing with my libido in ways that they can aim those stimulations toward children. It's nasty. It's what they do. It's nasty. Part of the target visual experience is to they reconstruct your personality, and then they disorient you every time you see what they're doing as the reconstruction of what they're doing. It's really nasty. It's really nasty how they force you to have these reactions and then try to find ways for you to accept these false reactions. Right? It's their job. As perps contracted by these governmental entities, as individuals contracted to implement these tactics and this technology onto target individual, their goal is to go on and create that false reality, this synthetic reality, which consists of manipulations and torment. It's annoying, it's disturbing, and it's a reality that's like this man said synthetic. It's not. It's falsified reality. But on top of you experience this synthetic reality, there's people who act accordingly to keep you in this false reality, right? They go into this spiel and repetitions of things they say to get you to stay within that. They don't want you to get out of this bubble, and to keep you in that bubble, they will say whatever random things. Oh no, we mapped it. It's you. We don't have you have a stimulation toward a child of any sort, boy, girl, whatever. It's like no, it's you. We mapped it. It's mapped out. We mapped it. You were like this when you were a kid. At this point they know I'm not identifying with this, but it's still annoying to hear people who obviously do the pedophilia type of torture and try to make you accept these manipulations when you've been validated beyond that this is what they do, that this is what they force you to do. I was taking a shower. As I was taking a shower, I was washing myself. I was washing myself, and I was washing all of myself as I tried to wash myself and wash my private area. At one point, I had soap in my eyes. I was washing everything, and I'm washing my private area, and then, I started washing myself in a different way. This is not something a way I wash myself usually. But as I close my eyes, like, oh, I stop myself. Like, they try to make me do something else. Like, try to wash myself in this weird way so they can implant the thought of a child. And I stopped that. Like, what's going on? And literally, like, what? Like, I was like, for a second, I had a sense of being controlled. But they do these things all the time. Like, they make you like do things. Like, whoa. I was using the restroom earlier. As I was peeing, they just made me like they do these things, right? Where they have this like slight control of you, where you can just stop it. But it's just like they also trick your mind, and they kind of hack you in every ways to change everything you do, from using the restroom, peeing, to washing yourself, to wash your private area, to always implant children in your head during this time is part of this conditioning tactic. And then they made me experience some disturbing thoughts. Then it's like, now we map that. I remember what you did as a kid. It's like, I'm not a child. You are making me think this way. You are making me do this, like try to do make me do, like they try to make me do these little things that interrupt. It's like, whoa, what's going on? They have this ability to give you like a small, like this minuscule, like a little bit of a control. But the thing is, they try to create a logic in your mind to keep going with this, and then you realize, no, this is weird. I don't watch myself like that usually. I don't go like in circular motion like that. It's like, oh, you're just trying to turn this thing into something sexual, and I stop like, whoa, because they wanted to implant children in my head at the same time. Everything you do is hacked now, and this is what this technology is doing. And on top of that, they want you to accept this personality they're implanting. It is disgusting. 2 seconds ago, I saw a picture of like there's a movie called Boyhood, right? And it's on Amazon Prime, the show Prime Video, and you see this little kid just like on bed like that. There'll be somebody knocking on the door soon, so expect to hear some noise campaign. He was there like that on there was a little boy laying on the grass like that, and they start stimulating me immediately, right? And they do that boys or little girls, but they usually say no, girls is real, we map that. It's like now you're forcing people to have these nasty stimulations. That's what they do. That's what they're capable of doing. They disturb the target individuals in ways that's disgusting. And then they try to gaslight you into it. It's like, no, map, they pay, it's abuse, and try to, when they say that is, they try to revert, they try to make you think of you as a child doing the stupid thing you did to yourself as a kid. And they know that's going to interrupt you because you know that they do things to kids. They torture children sexually. They do harmful things to kids. It's part of what they have to do. Test subjects come in all genders, all ages, and all races and culture for the purpose of developing this technology. But they try to disorient you to make you think, no, it's pain now. Oh, we lied, now we pay back, this trash, do horrible things to babies. They know that you know that. That's why they don't like to be seen anymore as much as they used to, because immediately when they try to create a pay for it, you as a target individual at this point aware of not only the psychological torture they make you experience, but knowing who they have tortured physically and psychologically can know you, can anger you, and can drive some kind of way of looking at them. Now, for me, I'm not going to be aggressive, but you see them for truly what they're involved in. That those are the same people forcing men and women to give stimulation to children. You've been validated of that. They can use whatever childlike individuals to try to counter this reality, but it will not be a good thing to do that in person. Because this reality they can create when I'm isolated is a whole different thing. In person, with the level of validation, I'm not an aggressive person, but imagine if somebody's aggressive, being disvalidated, and somebody's like, nah, I'm happy, they'll be like, what? It'll be over. It'll be over immediately. It'll be something that'll be handled there and then. Now, I'm not an aggressive person, so I will say something like, yeah, so we know what you guys do. Not only you're validated that you manipulate to be experiencing these things, you validate in what they do to people, you validate how nasty they are to even the most vulnerable. You know that they even use childlike individuals to involve themselves in that. So that little facade, even being children, children are involved in doing these things to children, to women. So, and you know that these children involved in these things to you right now will be the future of those people doing to even in the future. They'll be doing that to more vulnerable people. So they're being groomed to do these things. So you truly see in every way, it's like you are a foul human being and you're going to be even worse. And you know this. But don't worry, you'll get yours. You can watch me, please dedicate this thing, but please understand, I know what this means. It means if you start doing this young, it means you have a long life of doing this to others. Which at this point, if not having done yet to women or children, you will be doing that. Because I know this technology, this program will have more women, more children, inclusive. Just like there'll be more men, because technology needs to feed off more data to get this better, to get better, just like they just really maximize what they can do to you. They want to do this level of things to more people. As the budget grows, the more people they can do this to. They will not reject a test subject that is a woman or a child, because this is how this technology got this good. The ability to manipulate human being this way, that's how it got this good. They were trying to now afraid them. It's like, yeah, shut up. Maybe after 20 years of pure torture, decades of just horrible things happening to them, at that point, this person is just so destroyed. I don't even think I would want to, like, if they tell me, okay, stay strong, 10 years from now you'll be what? Stay strong. 15 years from now you'll be free. I don't. No. I don't know if that's okay with me. So these bottom feeders, as nasty as they are, I'd rather them continue to live this disgusting life. Let them live this. Let them move on continuously doing these things and watch how this thing comes back. I know these people know, and they're not even living the lavish life now. I think watching me slowly die gives them a little bit of pleasure, because I guess it kind of stopped them from seeing themselves for the reality of what their life is going. It's like an escapism, perhaps. So I think the worse their actual life is, the more involved they can be in this. It can kind of take away from what's really going on in their life. They've been humiliated by reality. Now they're just going to feed off my torture. I know they torture women terribly, commonly using sexual rapes, sexual torture to torture them. There's plenty of testimony of that. So they can't be like, "No, we lie," because they're like they're like trying to say, "Now we lie," just like you lied to Courtney. Courtney, this is a person that always present themselves as if they're doing it to represent her. They're doing it for her. These people involved in torturing and destroying the life of many women. So you lied to her. You say that you use this protection when something. It's like I'm talking to people who have destroyed life of so many women and are raping them day in and day out. Do you think I'm going to let you speak for Courtney? Imagine somebody. Imagine you're involved in a program that is out here raping women and torturing them, and like, no, for Courtney, this woman that we don't care about, we just for her. It's like, no, you guys are knowingly lying. Not only you deceive, not only you gaslight, but you destroy lives. Not only are men, but children and women that you rape. In my brain, they try to flip things around, like they're the one who cares about Courtney. I'm like, what? I pray. The only thing I know, Courtney doesn't care about me. She doesn't think about me. I know her life goes on, and I was never a flick of a thought. It's just, but they use this woman. It's like, no, you say this instead of. Do you know? I know you guys have pushed women to kill themselves, right? I know this program has done that. I know this target individual who killed themselves. Some more women. And you're involved in this program, and you talk about you lie for her, trash ass. Don't even speak the name of this woman. With the amount of blood that you have on your hand, and you know what I mean. Their hand. Even if some of them have not done it to others. Let's just say they just started working this program. I know the reason why they're capable of doing what they're doing to me is because they're involved in a program that pushes this woman to kill themselves. They are nasty bottom feeders who've done horrible things to women, and still doing that today all around the world. These trash are nasty low life that have destroyed their life and raped them and tormented them, continuously raping these women till suicide, using this technology that can create simulated rapes. This is why they don't like to be seen, because I'm going to see truly for what they are. You talk about you rape people. We know who's raping people. And you are the one raping people. I have a list of women there that I can bring up. Mary Fair, talk about how she gets raped consistently. Lisa Baker gets shot, electrocuted in the rectum. Mariana, again, for the last 3 years, talk about how she was being sexually assaulted. Kate Barnes, repeatedly raped. Based on all these women that I hear talk about how they get raped, people. Yes, you truly do that. To break them down, you piece of shit. That's why they don't want to be seen by me, because I know how I see them. They wanted to make themselves femme fatale. They wanted to be this strong one. They talk about how I'm going to lose my... everything they do to me, they've done to women. They've been humiliated by what they've really involved in. They've been destroying the life of women. Destroying them, raping them, burning them, frying them, destroying their life, their career, their children. That's what they don't want to be seen. They're like, oh, we feel bad. No, I don't give a shit what you feel. I'm talking about these perps contracted by these governmental entities that are definitely the DOD, saying they feel bad. When do you feel bad? When you hear about what you guys do to women? Is that what makes you feel bad? Oh my gosh, she's such a... Wow. What a dignified human being. That's what... When you hear what the program you're involved in does to women or to children, that's when you feel bad, huh? Trash ass. That's why they use these children. For me, it's over. I know what they've done to women. I know how they rape them. I know what they do to their family, how they torture them. I know how they burn them. I have pictures of their faces. I have pictures of their burns. I know who the entities running this program. I know why they're using these women as such. And they try to make me, no, you rape. This is for Courtney for bringing, yeah, right. First of all, you speak about women that you would destroy. I will never let you live this fantasy. You're not speaking for them. Don't be on a program where they are here raping, simulating rape women till death, pushing them to suicide, and all of a sudden you want me to be like, oh, she's speaking for her. That's why you have to use this tonality. When I see you for what you are. I'd rather starve to death, get my castrated, then die, than work for a program where you rape women to the point of suicide, then try to present yourself as somebody who protect or avenging women. And perhaps you yourself, some of this trash involved in my torturing, are involved in torturing women who are test subjects and using their simulated rapes onto them. And then fucking die. And then on top of that, this pedophilia type of tormenting, that they're like, no, we mapped it to you as a kid. What? Obviously, I've mentioned quite clearly what they do to children. Because this sexual torture is not only applied to women or men. Oh no, they're sexually torturing children. Yes. Sexual torturing as young as 3 years old. Testimonies of toddlers sexually hurt, targeting the testicles. A 3-year-old doing horrible things to them. So they do these horrible things to babies, literally, infants, 3-week-olds. Testimony of that. I know that. They know I know that. And then talk about me in middle school. Try to exaggerate what I did as a kid. That's abuse. Like, what? This is coming from people who tortured 3-year-old kids sexually. What the F is that? You talk about me doing something to myself as a child. You're here torturing 3-year-old sexually. And they're like, no. And it's like, what's that again? Express to me what it is. And then when they do the pedophilia type of torture, you know what they say? No, we're making you be a child again. Oh, really? You who not only torture children, but have been doing the pedophilia type of torture. And guess what's the most fair of it all? What helps me even see them for the bottom feeders that they are? That the entities running this program, the reason why they're torturing me, or torturing women, or torturing children, is because these governmental entities tied to the DOD are the one running this program. Yes, this technology that empowers them to be so brave remotely are entities that have been having issues with such an issue with child pornography that Child Protective Services is actually calling them out for being top-tier traffickers of child porn. This is just validation for me. It's the cherry on top of all the cherries. So I look at them for the bottom feeders that they are. And like, I did that. I was like, no. No. The entities that run this program do that. You're just the bottom feeder working for them. Oh, you're mapping again. How old was I there? Well, what age you mapping? Trash ass. They do this nasty manipulation of the brain. It's part of the breakdown. Just like how they torture you physically, they mentally torture you psychologically, making you have forced stimulation toward children. This is a common tactic, and not the cherry on top of validation that have been heard by so many others. Matter of fact, the first time I looked at target individual psychological war or something like that, pedophilia weapon was something somebody was writing about. that this is used to break somebody's self-image. I was searching for target individual. This comes up. They're nasty bottom feeders. They're forcing men and women around the world to think about children this way for the purpose of this future cognitive warfare that will be a warfare of cognitive, where they can alter the mind of a human being. Instead of just killing that person, they just alter the mind, make him lose or her lose their mind by using tactics that's psychological. Forcing a man or woman to start having these nasty thoughts, these disturbing pedophilia thoughts. Not nasty. Let me just say, pedophilia thoughts. Pedophilia thoughts. Not nasty in the sense the sexual woman, when somebody can say nasty in that way. No. I mean pedophilia thoughts. Thinking about a child in this disturbing pedophilia way. This is how they break down target individual. It's consistently done to others. And then they try to rebuild this personality of yours. Reconstruct your personality. They pattern you, break you down, and then repattern you with this disturbing personality. And they use this trash, this perps, childlike minded, or adults who turn into children, regardless of the tonality, to agitate you, to counter the reality, and then reality hits them one way or another, even when they do their manipulations. Sometimes they just, I call out things they're going to do to me, even though I'm going to experience it the way it is. And they just get mad about the fact that this is the things I've been saying. The gaslighting methods, I say that. The tactics that I've been saying, that all of that. Sometimes I say things before knowing that, and then I get validated. Because it's obviously what is happening. I'm talking about my memory of being manipulated as if they try to implant personality. So to implant this personality, they go into my memories and give me sensation stimulation to feed that false personality. Then you hear this man talking about in his podcast in 2022, it's like this is a tactic to, they try to rebuild you. Now, they break you down, but this war, this future of cognitive war that they're using this target individual, which are a test subject at this point, to break them down, they will be altering the mind and personality rebuild, which is obviously what you figured that out. It's like, okay, that's what they're changing. It's like they try to feed this false persona, and so they go back into the memories and changing memories 24/7. And this trash comes out like it's war. No, we test subject for future cognitive warfare. We're just the nobodies that they do this to refine this technology. And you're just the trash that implements this. That's the reality of things. So for me, regardless of the horrible death I'm going to go through, I am so thankful to God I didn't have to live the life that this trash life live. They have coerced their own children into framing. You know how nasty it is. This trash is going to be messed up for the rest of their life. It's the obviousness. I'm not saying anything magical. Imagine you're 13, 14 years old and you're being coerced to start framing people. Imagine what things are going to be like when you're 22, 23, 30. You fucked. You're never going to be a normal person. You already done things that just will never be the norm. You will never be a normal human being. You can't even present that, I'm doing it for Courtney. I have a list of women over there fried and raped till suicide. Not even till suicide, but tortured. You know that the program you're in torture women to the point where they kill themselves. Some of them have killed themselves just by gang stalking. Gang stalking is enough mental stress that it can push somebody to kill themselves. They're trash. So they can't even do this. They can't even present it. So you do all these foul things for an entity, a program that do horrible things, that's pushing women to kill themselves. So you can't even find these heroic ways of looking at things. You're trash that's involved in the program that does some of the worst things to women. So you do all this nastiness. There's nothing heroic about it. It's all nastiness, all foulness. The entities are actually working for are very pedophilia-centric. Very, very. Matter of fact, the entities that you work for, the program you work for, guess what? Causing the large mass shootings. One of the top tier mass shootings. In everywhere, you're just a trash. So you're 14 to 13, coerced to framing somebody, and look at you now. You sold yourself to pedophiles that torture women and children. Trying to play woke, can't even say the name of Roy Moore. But for now, it's okay. So they sold their soul and they sold their children's souls. And you know it's going to come back at a price. This is obvious. They do everything possible that somebody could do to ensure that if there's such thing as a hell or a heaven, if there's such a thing as bad karma, if there's such a thing as the universe making sure that they are going to test all of that and see if it's true or not. They're going to have to see how it goes. They should be the one you ask about karma and heaven or hell, whatever, or universe, because they're gonna experience any of that that's negative. You know, for me, a target individual, when they try to say, "Nah, this is karma. What's happening to you? This karma." I was like, "Okay, so what's happening to that 3-year-old? Is it karma? What's happening to that 7-year-old? Is karma? What's happening to the whole family over there? Is it karma?" No, I'm part of them. Matter of fact, if when I see them being tortured this way, the question should be, why not me? If they can torture these people, these babies, these women, why not me? I can question why me at this point. The truth is, it can be anybody. So why not me? So I can never look at it that this is karma. It would be karma if I'm putting a program where there's only people who've done these horrible things that cause mass shooting. No, I'm in a program where they're torturing even infants. What is this? What's the karma of that 3-week-old? Like, nah, this free. What? After 10, can you imagine growing up in this? Some of them lost teeth. Kids have had seizures, got sick. You know how, like, this horrible childhood they have. The parents that take care of them are some of them paralyzed. The father was paralyzed for destroy their life. They'll never be normal. Their childhood, everything is destroyed. Sick for no reason. But just being test subjects. So these bottom feeders, they use these retards to try to counter reality. So that's why I'm like, please live this life. You've been humiliated by reality. That's why they don't like to be seen. They know that I know that they repair the brain, and I know they create this false persona and alter the mind, which DARPA has been doing that. Guess what? DARPA. Operation what? Flicker? How much humiliation? You know me, because the people who put me in this program are super conservative, that they donated money to like the Roe versus Wade, and a lot of money, not a little bit of money, a lot, like recognizable money. That you can't even have an abortion in Texas now because they help support that too. And to hear this trash still try to be like badass, it's like fierce, femme fatale, progressive. You see how life goes? The humiliation of reality. Over and over, they show who's the losers and who are the winner. Tell my target individual, stay strong. Do not identify with this false personality that they try to implant with the manipulations they get you to have. You could have been them. Talk about how they're going to frame me. It's selling their own children. Matter of fact, they even talk about how they're going to plant child porn. These people working for entities that have been ranked 19th out of 2,900 in regard to sharing the most child porn in the United States in regard to networks. Putting them as a top tier level of trafficker of child porn. I'd rather be a dying nothing than a living trash like them. That can't even say the name of a pedophile that picked up kids as young as 14 years old. Being gods like them. And I'd rather be framed by shit like them than be the shit that frame people. Target individual, stay strong.